I started this YouTube channel exactly 30 days ago. In that time, I got 240 subscribers and just over 4,500 views. Honestly, the results aren't what I expected, and the most valuable lessons came from my biggest failures. In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you the real, unfiltered numbers and what the journey of starting a YouTube channel from scratch actually looks like. So, why even do this? It feels like every video about starting on YouTube is either from someone who already has 1 million subscribers or they're promising some secret formula to get rich overnight. I wanted to cut through all that noise. My goal was simple. Just document the entire first month from absolute zero. No existing audience, no promotion, just seeing what happens with pure, organic effort. I really wanted to answer the question, what does it actually take to get started and what do the numbers look like for a total beginner? The plan was to upload 1 to 2 videos a week and see where I landed. This is the unfiltered truth. The first week was all about getting set up. I picked my niche, made a channel banner, and planned out my first few videos. Just the research phase alone was a massive learning curve. I spent days scripting, filming, and editing my very first video. And after all that work, I finally hit upload and crickets. Seriously, nothing. That first video got maybe 5 views in 24 hours, and most of those were probably just me refreshing the page. Then something insane happened. I got 2,800 plus views on that video, which was incredible. I heard YouTube sometimes pushes new channels to test them, but I never expected this. I was so motivated and so happy. I was positive that I could make this grow in no time. My second video was when reality hit me like a ton of bricks. It got a quick spike of about 4 views in the first 24 hours and brought in 0 subscribers. And by the end of week 1, it had generated 0 subscribers and less than 30 views total. It was a pretty brutal reality check. The worst part wasn't even the low numbers. It was that feeling that you're putting all this effort in and just shouting into the void. Week 2 was a grind. The initial excitement was gone, and the reality of having to keep a consistent schedule really set in. Trying to find the time to make 2 videos while also learning to edit better and design thumbnails that don't suck was a huge challenge. My thumbnails were terrible. My titles were probably even worse. This is when I started to get obsessed with the analytics. I learned about click-through rate, or CTR, which is just the percentage of people who actually click on your video after seeing it. My CTR was hovering around 2%, which is not good. It was a tough lesson to learn. It doesn't matter how great your video is if nobody clicks on it in the first place. I also saw that my average view duration was low. People were leaving in the first 30 seconds. The data was telling me a pretty clear story. My packaging was bad, and my intros weren't hooking anyone. I decided to try to put some shorts up, maybe gain a couple of new viewers to come to the channel. But the format of my videos isn't the greatest for shorts. And while one of my shorts did get over 1,000 views, it failed in bringing any significant traffic to my channel. Going into week 3, I decided to focus on just 2 things: making my thumbnails better and writing a strong hook for the first 30 seconds of my videos. I spent hours watching tutorials and just studying what the successful channels in my niche were doing. I uploaded my 5th video with a new, brighter thumbnail and a title that asked a question. I also changed my editing style and tried to streamline the process, as at this point I was still spending 30 to 40 hours on just one video. And something shifted. It didn't go viral or anything, but it steadily climbed past 50 views. More importantly, the analytics showed that my CTR jumped up to 3%, and people were watching for longer. For the first time, I got comments from complete strangers. Replying to those comments and actually engaging with that tiny audience was the most motivating part of the whole month. It was a small win, but it felt huge. It proved that listening to the data, even a little bit of data, could actually make a difference. In the last week, I just tried to do more of what worked in week 3. I put out 2 more videos, really focusing on those titles and hooks. The growth was still slow, but it was consistent. I was seeing a few new subscribers trickle in every day. So after 30 days and 6 videos, here are the final real numbers. The channel has a total of 240 subscribers. Across all my videos, I got 4,552 views, which added up to about 66 hours of watch time. My latest video got 125 views in less than a week, and my worst one only got 21. It's a slow start, but hey, it's a start. If you are looking to start or possibly have started, I urge you to keep at it. My numbers are way above my expectations, and most likely not what most people would get. I don't want you to feel discouraged if things look different for you. After all, I got super lucky with that first head start. In reality, If we take that video out of the equation, my total views are less than half that. And subscribers? Well, I only got 7 subscribers from all my videos except that first one. In reality, things are much slower, and that's okay. I am happy for each new person that subscribes, and you are all welcome on this journey. And this is just month 1. If you want to see what happens in month 2 and get more real-world insights as I try to grow this thing from scratch, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. I'll be sharing everything I figure out along the way. So, what did I actually learn after a month of this? The biggest thing is patience. Growth is incredibly slow, and your first few videos are probably going to bomb. That's just part of the process. The other thing is that your analytics are your best friend. Don't worry about views and subs at the start. Focus on your click-through rate and audience retention. That's the stuff that tells you if you're making good content. And finally, being consistent isn't just about uploading on a schedule. It's about consistently getting a little bit better with every single video you make. Starting on YouTube isn't about getting lucky. It's about building a foundation, piece by piece. This was just the first mile of a marathon. Thanks for watching.